brought me to Night Moves last year, and she was just like, oh, we're gonna go to this dance show, and I was like, okay, let's go. And we watched, and I was like, what is this? Like, these look like professionals who had been doing this their whole life.
Just sitting there, and then the curtains open, and immediately you're like, wow. There's lighting, there's costumes, the girls are dancing their hearts out, they have big smiles on all their faces.
Just seeing how fun it was and the production, it was incredible.
And I hadn't seen anything like it at any other schools.
And I knew that was something I really needed to be a part of when I joined Hillsdale.
I think Night Moves is a culmination of what our program's about. We do pieces of all different genres and styles. They have work with outside choreographers that are amazing, that challenge them to do things that we may not do in class while we're working on technique. We're super lucky to have such a great production staff, and they get to see that and be exposed to what it takes to, light a show or costumes or do our promo videos, and just hours that you put into this field and this art.
The first rally that I ever performed in, I was in the front row, and I was so scared that I'm gonna mess this all up, and I just don't know how this is gonna turn out. And I remember immediately after, I could feel warm hugs around me, and everyone was like, oh my god, Robbie, you did so good. And I just felt so welcomed immediately, and I was just I could have a life here, and I could become a part of this school, and I felt just it's gonna be good here, and I could just feel that instantly.
A lot of these kids are also AP students who have heavy workloads in terms of school. A lot of them hold down jobs, even if it's only once or twice on the weekend.
It can be super stressful, but it was great knowing that I always have dance ensemble to come back to, and that it was that one class of day where you can just smile, where you can just have fun, where you can just be yourself and be around 30 of your best friends and just dance. And there's really power to it when that music comes on, and all the other things in your life that are causing stress really just go away.
And I was standing in the auditorium, and the lights were out, the stage was closed, and I got this weird feeling.
Wow, I can really put people into these sort of feelings. I can make people feel these things just by how I act on stage.
And I did the performance, and afterwards people were like, oh my god, you're so great. And I was like, I blacked out, oh my god. The past two productions, I wasn't really comfortable with being on stage in front of everyone.
Sometimes they'll have these moments of I don't know. And then they take a chance and they step into the circle and make an offer, do the thing. And it's I can tell that they just stepped way outside their comfort zone. And I see the light bulb go off, and the whole class can feel it.
I'd always get a little nervous before I talk in front of crowds, but now I can just get up and just talk in front of everyone without being nervous.
We have different experiences with theater, different backgrounds, different trainings.
Everyone bonds very quickly and becomes a huge family, and that's one of the parts that makes me love this really much.
It's bring your crazy, bring your nutso, bring everything, and put it into something that's beautiful, and that people can see, that people will react to and have emotions about. And
we do 2 main stage performances each year. In addition to the 1X, we do a fall musical and a spring play. We provide opportunities for students to run the light board, the sound board. They stage manage, they run the costume and hair and makeup department. They're wearing the headsets. It is completely student done.
It's the funnest thing in the world. It is so much. There is not enough time in that class. I love being there. I love being it. I love doing it.
I think what's special about the Hillsdale Music Department is that it's communal.
It's not just you and your own work music, it's the entire band, and they all meld together into one sound. And it's it's a really nice community where you can build up others.
So anybody who might not have the skills yet, or the discerning ear, or the taste to really dig deeper, they could find a home here, and they could feel I'm making progress no matter what we do. And I think that the students in this school have been so powerful in engaging and inviting other students in who have never done something before, and they'll give them a stroke. They'll give them, say, way to go. We're glad you're here. They'll give them a good pat on the back.
The sheer amount of hard work and dedication that these students have to this program is something that I've never seen before.
I think in concerts, it's this very thin line between being just so anxious you feel you'll explode, and then so excited, and it's so rewarding when you stand up at the end and the audience is oh, yay.
To take all the weeks, months of preparation and put it into this one performance, it just feels so good.
That on top of the world feeling that people strive for, it's really nice. It's a great feeling.
The music department really helps them organize and bring together their feelings in a manner that they could create something that they've always thought about and felt, but they didn't know how to verbalize it or make it come to life.
I guess music kind of like helped me realize that like I do have a little bit of a creative side.
When we went to Disneyland my sophomore year, and we play in a little workshop where they record us and then put what we play behind one of the Disney movies, and then just playing it and then hearing it on one of the like iconic movies that you've seen as a child was amazing to me.
It's really nice to come back and just have this place where I can relax and just like do what I love.
I was talking to Mr. Kirk. He just says, I just want good art on this wall made by Hillsdale students. So if you can take care of that, that would be awesome. And that's pretty much all. And I was like, okay, I'll do it.
I feel like Art Club is a place where the students can take what they've learned and help make the school more beautiful and also give themselves a voice. They put their name on the wall. And
There's suddenly a dead hallway where everything looks the same. And then it's your place, it's your school.
I think everyone that goes there is like, oh my God, that's so amazing. And I think we need more of those.
People will pass us by and they just like will sit there and smile. There was a teacher that came by and he just stood by the wall and just sat there and like looked at it for like a good 5 minutes. And it was just nice to be able to just watch and be like, wow, we helped this like happen.
I think just the classroom environment, it pushes us to challenge ourselves as opposed to just painting at home.
I ended up having like a big group of friends in my art class.
I see these people every day, and not just in class, I come here at lunch just to work harder on my art and just to see what they've been working on. I feel extremely special to be part of this community.
I feel like there's this belief in art that you get struck by lightning and you're an artist, or you don't and you're not. And I don't think this is true.
photography is taking off in a way that I haven't seen before, and people come in with a knowledge that they don't even know they have.
When I walked in, it was very like, whoa, like there's a ton of really high-tech computers here and all of them have Photoshop and Lightroom.
Going into the studio, you're like, oh my God, it's legit. But then you get to use it and then you get to know your way around it. You get to explore your creativity, and it's not something that she's pushing on you, but like something that you want to do, you know?
Very quickly they learn, you know, how do you compose a photo, what is a good photo, what is composition, and then they learn the elements and principles of design.
And being able to do proper camera placement and setup, and being able to edit the photos in a more comprehensive and like advanced way through this class really helped. Being able to do the whole process with my friends and by myself was a lot of fun to explore, and now I'm thinking, hey, I could do this as a living and have so much fun with it.
We went on a field trip to Light Grid Studios, and I just all of a sudden was like, Miss Lynch, could I have an internship? Like, does he take interns?
I feel like that's opening up another world for them to see that they can work in a professional setting in high school and learn the skills to become a photographer.
It opens a lot of doors, and it shows kids that it's not just biology or it's not just like business, but there's other opportunities for them to express themselves in a job that they actually like.
Just being around people who are creating art all the time is amazing.